Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Shu, a Korean-American dermatologist practicing in the US. I like to cover new topics in K-beauty, like popular products and new trends, using my training and experience as a dermatologist to cut through the hype so you can figure out what's actually worth your money. If this kind of content sounds interesting to you, don't forget to like, share, or subscribe. Today, I'll be reviewing a popular Japanese sunscreen, the Canmake Mermaid Skin Gel. So what is Canmake's Mermaid Skin Gel? It's actually a sunscreen that had to be relabeled for sale in the US to erase its identity as a sunscreen because it contains some UV filters that haven't been approved by the US FDA. The formula itself wasn't changed and it still contains these UV filters, but it can't be marketed as a sunscreen in the US. The Canmake website says that this sunscreen, this Mermaid Skin Gel, not a sunscreen. It's going to help you feel as fresh as a mermaid princess. And this might be a very millennial thing, but when I think of mermaids, I think about the mermaids from Harry Potter, and I don't really want to look like them. But that said, I saw a lot of positive reviews about this sunscreen, and I was excited to give it a try. Let's get into it. The Canmake Mermaid Skin Gel, though it's not listed on the US product, has an SPF rating of 50+, and that indicates at least 98% protection from the UV rays that cause sunburns and skin cancer. Its PA rating, or its rating that tells you how much protection this provides against premature skin aging, is very high, or 4+. The cost is usually around $10 for 1.41 ounces, which is a smaller size than most sunscreens. This line comes in 5 different colors: clear, white, mint, sunny yellow, and pure purple. I tested and used the clear for this review. I don't use a lot of tone-up or color-correcting products, but if you want to conceal some red in your skin tone, then you may be interested in the mint color. And if you're interested in making your skin look a little bit more fresh or less dull, then purple might be your choice. I tried a small sample packet of the white, and it made me look sparkly and pale like a vampire from Twilight, which is why I really prefer the clear option. The active UV filters in this sunscreen are the UVB filter octinoxate, the UVA filter Uvinol A+, and 3 filters that protect against UVA and UVB. There are the physical filters, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, as well as the chemical filter, Tinosorb S. Uvinol A+ and Tinosorb S are the filters that haven't been approved in the US as UV filters. First, I want to share what I like about this sunscreen. Number 1, the texture is a light serum-like consistency, somewhere between the textures of the Isntree Watery Sun Gel and the Skin 1004 Hyalu Sika sunscreen. Number 2, the clear version that I tested, despite having 2 physical UV filters, the zinc and titanium, it doesn't leave a noticeable white cast, at least on my skin tone. And finally, it wears well by itself and under makeup. Something that's neutral about this sunscreen, because it depends so heavily on personal preference, is that it has a dewy or very slightly shiny finish. If you want your skin to be very matte, this probably isn't it for you. And for people with oilier skin than mine, you're not going to count on getting oil control from this product. Now, I'd like to cover what you might not like about this sunscreen. Number 1, its size. It is smaller than the standard sunscreen. Number 2, like many sunscreens I cover on my channel, it contains UV filters that haven't been approved by the US FDA. Number 3, I saw multiple people mention that this product pills for them. This isn't something that I personally experienced with or without makeup. And finally, number 4, something else that's variable from person to person is that some people report having some eye irritation with it, though that's not something that I experienced myself. My overall impression of this sunscreen is that it is a cosmetically elegant sunscreen, whether it's used by itself or as a primer under makeup. It has a good combination of UV filters, including Uvinol A+ for UVA protection and Tinosorb S for broad spectrum protection. I don't understand why it's so small. This must be feedback that Canmake has received before, and I wish they would consider making a larger size in the future. Ultimately, many of the Korean, Japanese, and European sunscreens that I try are really good, and nearly all that I've tried are a huge step up from what's available standard on the US market. This is a great choice for people who prefer a slightly dewy finish, but my personal preference in this category is still the Isntree Watery Sun Gel because I find it to be a little bit less sticky. But this is still a very nice sunscreen. What's better is heavily subjective, and it's going to depend on your specific skin type, but that's my personal preference. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.